Hey, what's up, Africa? Hope you are all doing awesome. Welcome to the another episode of Africa, the Next Big Thing podcast channel. And as you guys know, the mission of this channel is to help African entrepreneurs become influent leaders by promoting out their brand, their business skills, their culture, and sharing their success stories so that they will be easily connected with foreign investors and also that will keep African youth inspired. So today the guest that is coming, over here, he's from Accra, Ghana. He's a very great gentleman, very nice man. I have worked with him for almost 2 3 years, and we did a lot of business together. His name is Kevin Edisi, and he's the chief operating officer at Empire Entertainment Ghana. He's also a brand strategist. He's also a project manager, and he helps to develop brands. He helps in event management, he helps in advertising management, and many things. So today, this episode for all those people who are interested into branding, marketing, advertising, and who wants to start their own event management or something like that, even a youngster or who is a student right now who plans to do that. So this episode is for you. So let's welcome Kevin, and here he comes. He's here. Hi, Kevin.
Hi, how are you, Chirag?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. How is my country, Ghana?
Everything is fine here.
Oh, that's great. So how is the weather? In India it's raining,
Weather is
right?
cool here. It's almost sunny, I could say, or I should say. So it's a fine weather. I mean, for us
Okay,
here.
that's awesome. So, as you know, the agenda today, it is to discuss a lot of things because you have also, been following this channel, like what we do.
Yes,
So,
exactly.
Kevin, before I jump into, today we are going to have a lot of discussions on branding, marketing, advertising, because I know you have a lot of knowledge, you have a lot of skills, and I want you to share with all the youth and all the viewers who are listening to us. But before jumping to that, Kevin, I just want to know your background, like how did you get started? Your education, your background story, your family, and what were the challenges when you just started in your journey.
Sure. So my name is Kevin Adisi, like I said. I have three other siblings, all boys or all males,
Okay.
born and bred in Accra, Ghana,
All right.
to be precise. Um, Well, just to keep it simple or short, I had my primary education in a school called St. John's Primary Junior High School, which is in Achimota, and then I moved on to senior high at Accra Academy, one of the best business schools in Ghana, I must say. And that's
Okay.
where I studied accounting, and I moved on to University of Ghana, Legon, to pursue sociology and psychology, but I majored in sociology. So my background is basically social science. So you might be asking, how come I moved into an event and media buying
Of course.
agency? But later on, as we go on, we'll get to understand how it all came out about.
All right. Oh, that's nice. So yes, and this that's my next question. Like, what were the challenges? Like, from doing accounting, sociology, and all those things to be the master of branding and marketing. I just want to tell everybody one thing, that this man is the master because I have worked with him. So
Not still learning is a learning curve, Sheraj. So we keep on learning by the day. I wouldn't say I wouldn't pride myself as the master in all. I'm still learning, so it's a learning curve.
oh, you are a modest person. So yeah, just tell me the challenges that you have gone through.
Well, so maybe just a sneak peek into how I bumped or I moved or I fell in love with events and media buying. So, like I intimated earlier, my background is basically social science and accounting, but I moved into this space because my senior brother, or I'll call my mentor, was into this space. He did more of journalism and communication studies, and so um, when I finished university or tertiary, he said, you know, why don't you come and join me? So we join hands or join forces to one of the biggest, organizations in Ghana now called Empire Entertainment. And I said, why not? I mean, I was fresh from school, so I said, well, it will be a very good opportunity for me to exploit. And so in 2008, that's when I fell in love with this industry that I am in now. And Empire Entertainment was officially birthed or born. So it started off with my brother and myself, and then a couple of other people, and that's how come we started growing the empire till now. Challenges. Well, I must say, it's not been a rosy journey. I mean, starting every business, obviously, um, the very first year or two will not be very rosy. I would say financially, yes, it was one of the things because we started at the back of my brother's car. You know, we didn't have an office space, and then gradually we're able to make strides, and then got a small office somewhere in Latabiokosi. That's how Empire Entertainment started, and now we are not rich as one of the biggest organizations, event house or powerhouses in Ghana. So finance was a major challenge. Um, but hey, I always say that nothing is impossible because even in the word impossible, it says I am possible. So for us, the mantra has always been keep going the extra mile. You'll be able to, once you believe, you can achieve. And so regardless of the financial hardships or the challenges, we're able to. And the industry is quite saturated as well too. There are a lot of people that say or claim they do events and a whole lot. So you're going to be competing with people that claim they know it all, and even the established ones as well too. So coming into the market, very young, the competition was there. But like I said, once you put your mind to it, you'll be able to achieve. So I would say the only challenge will be finance-wise, but we were able to sail through, and here we are now.
Oh, yeah, that's, crazy, that you have mentioned all the points, Yes, finance is a challenge, like sometimes we always feel like, and in business, you need finance, to be honest, no
Exactly.
business would be survive without having somebody support or
Exactly.
investor, or it requires, like most of the people say, no, idea is bigger than, investment. And also it's not that
Investment, yes.
idea is bigger, but there are thousands of ideas in the market, like
Exactly.
people have.
Exactly.
Yes, but
Exactly.
only those ideas are implemented. Yes, if something is extraordinary, it's great, but you cannot scale your business without having a support and investment.
Exactly.
It's
That
really not
backbone.
possible.
Exactly.
Yes. So
Exactly.
Kevin, my next question to you is like, what makes an event successful? Like, I'm just getting down to the straight away point. Like, what makes an event successful, and how do you attract people in your events? Like, what are the
Okay.
strategies that you can share with your viewers?
Success is relative, but to personally define it, I would say once a client is satisfied, well, I term that as success. And once inwardly, as an event organizer, I feel I've been able to push some buttons that make a client happy. I think I would define that as an event being successful, a successful event, because we don't work in isolation. We work for clients, and so I would, if it's a social event, like we do have one of the biggest events in Ghana called Ghana Meets Nigeria, where we bring two countries, in question, the biggest, powerhouse when it comes to music, Ghana and Nigeria, onto one stage. We're the
Great.
pioneers behind that. Once our customers are satisfied and the reviews after the event, it tells me that, hey, then we did have a successful event. So it's always based on feedback from the clients or the customers output. If it's also a corporate event, once I get the thumbs up from the client, I would deem it as a successful event. So for me, success is feedback from clients, and that's how I turn it.
Oh, that's awesome. And that really helps to attract a lot of customers. So, Kevin, is event planning or is event management, is it a good career right now? What do
Yes,
you think?
I would say yes. Once I'm making it, once I'm able to do so, why not? It then means that it is a good career. I would urge
Absolutely.
anyone who would want to venture into such a business to say, hey, you know what? It is. Like I said earlier, once you put your mind to it, every venture is a good business venture. Once you
Great.
believe, you can achieve. It's a mindset. Everything is here. And so for me, I don't see anything as very difficult. Maybe let me paint this picture. I'm not digressing, but I hear students or children say, "Oh, this subject is very difficult. I am unable to, score higher marks." It is you. If you put your mind to it, no subject is difficult. Once you put your mind to it, you'll be able to.
Right.
Well, so for me, every venture is a good business venture. It is up to you.
Right.
So yes, event
Right.
planning is. Um, I would say the most revenue generated business in Ghana now is event and media buying.
Yes. Yeah, I've
And
seen that.
so, yes, and so I would say yes, it's a very good career. I would say yes.
Great. The reason being, I asked that question is because, post COVID, after COVID, many companies, they're spending more on social media branding now. Instead of just going for events and all, they feel like, okay, better promote online via Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and all, that. So is it really affecting this business or no?
I think it's a new media or what we call digital media, where
Yeah,
social media is a part of it because digital media is a broader space. Social media is just a minute detail of digital media. I would say is a complement. It's not, it can't also work in isolation. So again, as an events planner, I'll need digital media or social media to even project my brand or my event. So we have, even when COVID came, we're still doing our events, but it was virtual. We're doing virtual
right,
shows. So I don't see social media as having an effect or affecting our business. It's rather here to help project or even complement what we do. So yes, we are doing in the physical spaces, but when COVID came, we were unable to gather in auditorium, but we're doing virtual events. And so I see social media as a complement to what we're doing physically. And event planning is just an aspect of what we do. So, I mean, again, we still use social media. Like I said, we as Empire, I'm not jumping into the next, but let me just bring this to the fore. What we do as Empire Entertainment is we are a 360 marketing agency company. By 360, we do from ATL to BTL. And by ATL, I mean above the line. So your traditional media buying, strategic planning, brand planning services, creative design, all of those things fall under ATL. By BTL, I mean activations, corporate launches, product launches. Basically, one that involves interaction with the target market. In all of
that's
this,
amazing.
in all of it, we need social media. So if I'm doing
Hmm.
my corporate launch, I need to use social media to advertise it. So we
Great.
need each other. Social media needs, or I need, if I'm personifying or personalizing events, events as a person needs social media to be able to thrive. So I wouldn't see it as one that is affecting our business. I'll see it as one that is rather helping. It's a compliment.
Right, I get you. And like that was my next question. But yes, you have answered. Like, what does your Empire Entertainment Ghana? What exactly does it do? So that's great that you have told me. Like, yes, the event, social media, the product, the planning, the projects, everything. This company handles. And I personally know it because when because we won't take the name, but the company where I used to work, that you have really played a dominant role.
Yes.
I
And
think
let
from
me flesh it out
two.
more. Let me flesh it out more, just so for the viewers as well. To you know about us, but just for the benefit of the viewers. So, like I
Yes.
intimated earlier, we're a 360 marketing agency. We handle ATO, so all your media buying. If you want to promote your product on radio, on TV, in print, and all of those things, that's what we do, from the strategy to conceptualization to implementation. And when it comes to BT, or maybe you have a product you want to promote it on the market, you want to outdoor it to the public, we do that. Basically, we go onto the market and introduce the product to them. If you are launching your brand as well, too, we do same. We also create identities for brand. We also help brand position themselves. So that's basically what we do. And currently, we're working with close to about 45 companies that we are vendors and agencies for. So talk of the Total Energies, it used to be Total Petroleum Ghana. Now they rebranded to Total Energies, a new name, which is a global brand. It's an OMC or an oil marketing company. We're also vendors for MTN. We do a whole lot for um, um, JK Industries as well. So the list is endless. Basically, that's what we do.
Oh, amazing. And yes, like the work that you have done, that was I was saying, earlier, and the kind of support that our company got from you in 2018 and 19. You remember that when even,
Yes, yes, yes,
our leader Rishabh, he was also there. So you know everything.
yes,
So I
yes.
don't want to take the company name over here, but you have really played a dominant role in your company. So I just want to urge viewers who are watching us. So so most of the viewers, they are also from Nigeria. So can they also contact you?
Sure. I mean, like I said, one of our social brands or social flagship brand is Ghana Meets Nigeria. Let me talk about that before I move into the corporate space. So, we've worked with most big artists, the likes of Wizkid, Davido have all graced the stage, the Mavens, Don Jazzy and the group, Tiwa Savage, Olamide. Most of them have graced the biggest stage that I'm talking about, Ghana Meets Nigeria. So, yes, where we would want to do same in Nigeria. So we're looking at partners, in Nigeria would want to collaborate with us to bring the same flagship brand to Nigeria, where we'll call it Nigeria meets Ghana. We'll try to bring the two countries in question on one stage. And we're brothers, we are family. So we're looking out for investors or partners in Nigeria to collaborate and bring the same brand into Nigeria. Talk of the likes of Sarkodie and the Stone Boys, they're doing well in Nigeria. So I believe it will be a perfect, business relationship to have the same way we are welcoming the Nigerian artists into Ghana, same way we would also want them to welcome us into Nigeria. And I know, yes, definitely some of them would want to jump on this.
Oh, of course, why not? Because you guys are doing it for Africa. Everybody's doing for Africa, so of course, it's the main mission statement of everybody. And maybe Kevin will help me also. So you will help this channel also to promote on your channel.
Sure. Exactly. In Ghana as well, to live in Nigeria. And for the corporate space, I mean, if there's a Nigerian brand that would want to move into the Ghanaian space, we'll go to people, Empire Entertainment. Once you hit us up, obviously we would help, help your brand, move your brand to the next step.
Right.
We as a company, we always say that we see ourselves as business partners or advisors with our clients. We don't come here saying that we are the experts, and that's why earlier when I said that I'm not a master in all, not to say I'm trying to be modest, but hey, if that's how you see it, fine. But we always say we are partners. We as an agency would want to hold your hand, and we all go there together. So as a client, the thing is for us as an agency, when we approach our clients, we want them to see their picture as this, that we come to the table saying that let's be partners. Once you win, we also win. You get it. So let's go on a journey together. We don't want to sound like as if we know it all. And again, we are not a reactive agency. We are a proactive one. So sometimes it's like, with certain agencies, what they do is they wait for the client to share a brief or maybe their marketing strategy or plan with them, for the whole year before, they start, working on something. For us, once we are in bed, in quotes, with you or we're partners, we start thinking about the brand, we eat the brand, we drink the brand, we do everything. So we can even propose or put over ideas, before you even bring out your marketing plan for the year. And that's one unique thing about us as an agency.
Amazing, man. And so, Kevin, now my next question to you is, it's something like, I researched and I found like, most of the people, they are searching this about it. So I just want to know from you, let's say if somebody just wants to start its career into event and advertising management, so how can that person do? Like he has, maybe he want to start while working first, or like he has no money. He say that, okay, but he wants to enter into event management, but he doesn't have finance support and all. So it's maybe at initial stage he has to go and do a job. So what advice do you give that person that he should start with these things while he's working for somebody? So what are those?
I mean, I'll say that the ideas are keen as I said earlier on, once you put your mind to it, you'll be able to achieve. And so if you believe in the dream, set up the strategy. Yes, in as much as I hinted earlier that finance is one major challenge, it shouldn't also hinder progress or concepts or ideas. Some people have been able to set up a business with no dime, but it's because of the concept and the ideas that they had, and someone bought into the idea. So create the idea. You need to get back to the idea. What do you want to do? Have your strategy in mind, and then start pitching it, around. A lot of people have entered into areas where they would require, you to pitch your idea to them, and they've gotten investors to actually buy into the idea. So the very first thing is, once you have the product, the final product, which is the idea, obviously you'll get investors that would want to jump into. Collaborations are key. If you have, like you said, maybe you are working already, you're already in the working space, and you're able to set some monies aside, why not? We live in a virtual world. You don't necessarily need an office space before you can start a business. You can work virtually.
Right.
People are working, magic on social media, and they don't have an office space, but they are creating events on social media because they have the ideas. And once they push it out, social media, in quotes, I can say is free unless you want to project yourself the more. And we are getting businesses out of social media or digital media spaces. Again, it's once you have the idea, you can sell it to someone, and the next person can sell it to someone. I think it starts with creating the idea. So you shouldn't let finance hinder your progress or the project that you have in mind. Bet the idea, because you see, an investor can approach you and say, "Look, I want to invest in your business." If you don't have a final product, obviously the investor will not see you as a serious person. You are now going to create that kind of idea. So you need to have the final product there and then sell it out to someone.
Great. No, indeed, I get your, point. Uh, crispy and clear, to be honest. So, what are Empire Entertainment Ghana future plans now? Like, one, you told me, okay, you are planning to go and enter into Nigeria with all this thing, and you already have some presence there. What other plans do you guys have?
Well, to become the biggest marketing hub, 360 marketing hub in Ghana, basically to be able to also expand into other territories aside Nigeria. We're looking at partnership. As an agency, we want to move into the different territories like the Kenya, like the Sierra Leone, even the States and wherever, even in India. We want to have partners
Oh,
over there because
oh, I'm here.
the last time we were having a conversation about, subletting certain jobs, to people in India to do for us because the market is very huge. We can't do it all in Ghana. And so there are certain clients that would require maybe digital experts to help. And India is one of the spaces that you can always exploit. And so we're looking at having partners or collaborations in India where we can sublet some of our agency jobs in India. So once we have a partner, we want to collaborate and say, hey, look, once we have a business, send it out to us. Currently, we're speaking to people in Brazil to be able to help with some businesses as well too. So we want to expand our territories and yes, to be able to attract some investors as well too. We're looking at expanding. So in expansion, definitely will require finance as well too.
Oh, of course. And just recently, I just want to upgrade you. Like I just got an order from Marvel company, United States. I
That's
have
the congress.
yes, a local agency. I'm working with a local agency in United States. The agency is in Florida. They are into branding advertising for last 25 years. And now they are
Fantastic.
also entering into coaching industry. So I have just collaborated with them. So
Fantastic.
they have some, they have done for big companies like Disney, Marvel, and all. So they
Great.
have some projects for Marvel, and they asked me to help them out in that. I say, okay, I'll do
Great.
that. Yeah.
And that's
So
exactly what we're
yes,
looking at. The same way you're in India and you're doing for people in the States, same way we're also
yeah.
looking at doing collaborations like that, outside of Ghana. So yes,
I wanted to inform you, but this thing happened just, I think today is Saturday, right? Oh, just Wednesday. It happened. So it
great,
recently happened. So I wanted to inform you. So okay,
great. Yeah.
we'll talk later about it.
Sure,
So Kevin,
sure. Always,
now I
always
have a personal
available.
question. I have a personal
Please,
question. Where
please
do
do.
you see yourself after 5 years? With
That's a question I always get. Like, I'm going for an interview and they go like, well, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? I see myself as
yeah.
becoming. If a CEO should ask me that question, I'll say I see myself becoming the next CEO. So I'll take his seat. I want to take his
Oh,
seat so that he becomes the founder. So if you ask me, yes, well, I would want to be in the next 5 years or in the future. Well, want to become one of the go-to brand strategies just in
oh, go
Ghana.
for elections. Go for elections. Why not politics?
No, not politics. No.
You will be the next
Um,
president.
no, not that. So yes, the go-to person when it comes to brand strategy, I want to be one of the go-to people. I want to set up my own company if possible, to employ people because not knowledge that I've also gotten, I want to impart in people. I don't want to keep it to myself and go into my casket. So I want to also impart the same knowledge and set up my own company if possible, or maybe have shares in the existing company, collaborate with Empire Entertainment, and then become one of the the board of directors or the founders as well too. So that's the bigger picture. But hey, I also want to set up my own company on the side and be employing people as well too, if possible.
Oh, very great plans, And so, are you also open to collaborate with foreign investors? Let's say
Why
tomorrow, if a
not?
North American comes and all, they say, okay, let's do it together,
The
and
space is
they want,
huge.
yeah,
The space is huge. I believe in creating and sharing. That's one of the key things I believe in. So, um, one team, one purpose. Once we come together, an investor, offering the finance, and I'm also bringing on board the other ideas and the strategy. Why not? We're so open, personally, and the company as well. So we're so open to work with foreign investors. And you see, let me just add this. I mean, again, to move away from what I do or we do as an agency, if investors are watching, which I know they are because this is one of the biggest platforms you can have. Your 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 podcast
yeah.
is one
That's
of
my
the
next question. Like, what do you want to appeal to the investors of North America, Europe? Because I have viewers who watch. They are
I
from
know
USA, they are even from Canada, Europe, and
you're doing
even
a great
India.
job. You're doing a great job.
Yes,
Your podcast is one of the
yes,
biggest now. So let me use this opportunity to tell all the investors out there. Yes, we're willing, or I'm willing to collaborate, and the market is very, very, very huge over here in Ghana. There are lots of opportunities that investors can exploit. I mean, from the events, entertainment, farming, real estate, a whole lot.
yes.
Um,
Africa is a big market.
yes, Ghana is the go-to or the gateway, like we always say, to Africa. A lot of people are moving. If you've been following social media, digital media, you see that a lot of influential people outside of Ghana would want to move into our space because they realize that this is the go-to. We're very friendly, very hospitable, and that's how we can accommodate every person. So,
No
um,
doubt.
you know,
Oh,
when
I
you
know,
when
I
you're in
know.
Ghana, yes, how hospitable
Very
we are.
loving, very friendly, very nice.
the
I love
the
Ghana.
the food industry is growing, the real estate is growing, our market is very huge, and the opportunities and the benefits are endless as well too. So I'd entreat every investor who would want to move into the Ghanaian space that look, you will never regret coming or moving into this space. There are a lot of opportunities, and we can talk about it once they hit us up or they contact us.
Of course. So, just I'm just getting this thing, a little clear. Like if some investor say, okay, he wants to come to Ghana and he wants to visit, and he wants to meet you, so you can also help him with all the visa and all those processes. It's not that big challenge. I hope you know that what I'm trying to say. The
Sure,
immigration.
sure.
Yeah, of course.
That's not a problem. That's not a problem.
Yes.
Once we are partners on ground, obviously there are so many ways we can work this out. I wouldn't want to put it all out here, but it's not a problem. Simply put, once we have the leg or the arm over here in Ghana, our country allows for that. So there are a lot of people that are working here.
Of course, of course.
Once
So,
it's legal and you do all the registrations and it's legal, yes, you can.
right, you're right. So I should come back or
You have to. You have to. But again, um, you can also be there and then we can collaborate because we also need a leg in India. So you can be doing,
yeah.
visits and then going back to India.
Oh,
Um,
thank you. Oh, I
yes.
have a leg in India right now and other leg in USA, but I also want to switch my, legs. I want to have more legs now for Africa, for this and all.
Yeah, I
I
know.
should have 4, 5 legs.
Maybe,
Oh no,
but
that's
it's
great.
possible. Virtually you can have more than four legs. Virtually.
Oh, you can if you join, it's automatically 4 legs now, so we can
Yes.
do it.
Virtually. Yes. Yes.
Right,
Yes, exactly.
right. So I don't want to end this podcast. To be honest, too, I just want to tell all the viewers, like, it's amazing. We are learning so much, so many things from Kevin, and he's sharing his great experience that he had. But yes, of course, I know, Kevin, you are a busy person, and I know how you get this time for me. So last
But not
question I
too
ask
busy for
everybody.
yes. Please
Yes.
do. Please do.
So the last question of this episode that I ask everybody: what advice do you want to give a youngster between 18 to 25 who's watching this episode right now, and
Ah,
about the event, about advertising, and about his career? Who is just, because when you are between 18 to 25, you are into college life. Sometimes, some people are very lazy, they don't want to work, but some students are like, no, they want to achieve this, they want to become that. So what, because you have done so many miracles, in your career, so what advice do you want to give them?
Great. I would say that that's a very big one, eh? But I'll say that put your mind to it, believe, and you can achieve. No dream or no dream is bigger. Um, I believe that nothing is impossible. I'm just reiterating or rehashing everything I've said from the beginning because these are very dear to my heart. Like I said earlier, even in the word impossible, it says I am possible. It's only the lazy one that will find excuses in everything. Um, Once someone has been able to achieve, you can be the next person. If it hadn't been achieved before, then it wouldn't have been captured or written down that it has been done before. So once someone has been able to do it, you can also be the next person. So I don't believe in impossibilities. I believe in possibilities. And so just put your mind to it. Don't find excuses for yourself. Believe in a dream. Forget about the fact that, oh, I've had a challenge along the way, so I'm giving up. No. If you fall at 10 times, you get up at 10 times. You'll be able to achieve it. And always believe in this as well, too. Be able to accommodate people and create and share. You'll be able to go far. So that's all I'll
Amazing,
say.
man. You have even inspired me more. Oh no,
I'm
you are an
trying.
amazing person, Kevin.
I'm trying.
I really cherish those moments, when I was there, and the way you supported us and the way I also supported you. It's
Yes,
from
we
both
did.
sides,
So it was a two-way. It was a two-way,
Yes.
yes.
And the last thing I just want to add, and to all the viewers, see, business is all about relationship and trust. Everything depends on that.
Right,
The
right.
relationship that Kevin and I had, when I was there, like we are just now discussing so many things. So it's all because of relationship. It's not always okay, you just pay money, okay, for the money, or okay,
Exactly.
is he offering a cheap price, is his price is high, is his price is low? No, this is a secondary thing. The most important thing is long term relationship. And you see the miracles because we had a good relationship, and maybe we are planning a
Yes,
new project
exactly.
together in the future.
Exactly.
You're getting?
Exactly.
So this is very important to all the viewers who are watching us. Don't feel like, okay, no, this his person is my competitor, or this is I should play politics if you are in a corporate world. No, these things won't work. This industry, especially post COVID, is all about collaboration. It's all about
Exactly.
building relationship, all about
Exactly.
building trust. Yes.
Exactly. You
Yes.
hit the nail
So
right on the you hit the nail right on the head. Collaborations. I
yeah.
mean, that bakery and that I don't think, and that's why I said create and share. Why once you have that vision of, you know, the space is so huge, the sky is so
Right.
huge, you can't have it all. So once you create your space and you define and you own it, someone else can also own another space. So don't see yourself as competing. Always be able to accommodate people.
Amazing, man. So, by this, it's time to say bye. And to all the viewers, thank you so much for this podcast. Of course, the next is gonna come next week. But thank you so much, Kevin, for coming.
Thank you so much too. Thank you so
Yes.
much too, Chirag.
So your last words for the Africa, the next big thing channel.
I would say, hey, this is one of the biggest channels so far. I would say everyone should subscribe to it and be watching all of the episodes as well too, because it will definitely inspire them to greatness.
Okay. So, yeah, thank you so much. And to all the
Thank you so
viewers,
much.
last thing I just want to tell them one thing. Like we are on, YouTube. We have just made a YouTube channel as well, and Spotify. We are getting a really good response. So soon we are coming on Apple Podcasts as well. So
Great.
maybe in next 10 or 15 days, we'll be also registered to Apple Podcasts, because there are some viewers like who told me like, okay, are you not on Apple Podcasts? Because right now I'm only on Spotify and YouTube. So
Yes,
we are
yes,
coming on Apple Podcasts as well. And of course, Kevin is there for us.
yes. Always
So
available and always ready to help.
thanks, man. So thank you so much, Kevin, for
Thank you
to
so much
coming to
for
this
having me.
episode. Yeah,
Thank you so
of
much for
course.
having me. I'm grateful. I'm
So
blessed.
yeah, have a nice day.
You
Thanks.
too. Bye.
Have a
Ciao.
nice
Bye.
day. Thank you.
Bye.